Yeah, alright, so we are starting with nothing. This is a brand new save. So I was playing on my Steam Deck yesterday, but as it happens, I have no records because this game does not cloud save. So we have to start over. However, I know how to play. You have two 17-inch 165 Hz monitors. Everything is too small. Why do you have 17-inch monitors? This music has a real retro feel to it. It's 27. Hey, that's like what I live on. That's what I live on, Lex. Okay. No, alright, so we were looking at this on the Steam Deck yesterday, and Solenche was like, I swear there was more of a tutorial than just this one card. But there's not. So, Rogue Tower, as the name implies, is a tower defense game with some roguish elements. And that would be meta progression. There are 3 different types of HP, sort of. We have health, and then there's armor, and then we have shield. So blue is shield, yellow is armor, green is health. I'm not really able to see these things on the Steam Deck, the Steam Deck, so this is helpful. Hasted and slowed enemies move faster or slower depending on how hasted or slowed they are. Fortified enemies take -5 base damage as long as they are fortified. Because the Steam Deck was teeny tiny, I couldn't see all those little modifiers. So, come back here. Where'd you go? Here's where it displays damage over time. Bleeding, burning, or poison are 3 dots that can be applied. This is the slow bar, demonstrating how slowed they've been based on what we've applied. Fortification and haste. Okay, we gotta pay attention to that. Yeah, the harpsichord automatically brings the music 400 years into the past. Welcome to the past. Chained Echoes. Highly recommend to anyone that likes JRPGs. I haven't really played too many JRPGs. Yo, room expansion. Just expand the room, easy peasy. Okay. So we're just gonna do basic single defense mode, single lane. Okay, so we have like no upgrades or anything. Our tower has 10 health. We have 1,000 gold and 0 mana. We start with a ballista. Just a basic ballista. I've been experimenting with where to start these. I've just been placing them in places. So this is what I meant about... Oops. That was the wrong button. Well, we already defeated the first wave. So this is what I was talking about, where you can program your towers. So some towers deal different base damage to different types of health. Well, like health, armor, shield. But then you can also set priorities. So like these 2 ballista, I could tell them to focus on any of these things. Like targets that are near death, targets with the most health, the most armor, the most shield, least health, least armor, least shield, fastest, slowest, marked, or enemies that have progressed the farthest. And then you can, like, it's really cool. And then there's height to take into account as well. So this base level here is a height of 0. Then we have a height of +1, a height of +2, and in some cases a height of +3. And that actually increases your base damage by that amount. So like base damage of 10 on a ballista at this elevation, a base damage of 12 at this elevation. So I am gonna take at least this one out. Maybe I'll put one there instead. Although it can't reach the tower. Yeah, height increase. That's what I just said, Thyronim. Weren't you listening? That's what I just said. Okay, so I'm just gonna move them so they're all at a higher height. So since this one can reach the tower's door, why don't we tell it to focus on enemies that have progressed the farthest, then enemies that are near death. I said something. I did say something. I did. This isn't Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, it's Rogue Tower. Didn't you read the title, Ben? Gosh. Okay. How about we have a focus on progress? So enemies that are closest to the tower, then enemies that are near death, and then enemies with the least amount of health. I'm still trying to figure out a formula that I like for this. I don't even know what this means, like A and S? Oh, wads. Yep, got it. And then it's got some, like, jammin' like metal music that it plays. It reminds me a lot of the last spell. Dwarf Tower Rogue Fortress. Pew pew! Okay, so something else to take into account is that as these towers deal damage of any type, it reduces the cost to upgrade their damage to that specific type. So if I have ballistas that are dealing a lot of health damage, it reduces the cost of the upgrade itself. And if the cost reaches 0, it will upgrade itself for free, which is cool. If you place buildings next to houses, they generate gold. It's basically XP. Basically, something like that. So it generates... I forget the formula. Like 2 gold per tower times level? Its next gift will be 6 gold. It's level times number of buildings adjacent to it. And so that's how we can make more gold. And at this point, we're starting to get a lot of towers, and the ballistas are getting expansive. Let's tell this one to focus on... most shield. And then progress. And then least health. Why? I don't know. At some point, enemies are gonna start... Wait, no, not shield. Armor. Most armor. Least armor. Well, we could also say least armor. I have a hard time remembering the difference between shield and armor. Ooh, stats! How do I get this to, like, be on the screen? It's, like, kind of off to the side. Tower power. Boop. Hi there, TX. Nice to see you. Mr. Puppy, have a good one. This is fun. I played this for like 6 hours last night, and my defenses probably will be breached. Shield is the purple bar. I will not remember that, but okay. Boop. 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 Boop-tastic! Boop. there's definitely stats that are just flowing off the side of the page. Hi there, Torrent! Messages are getting lost in the bot. Okay. So, like, these here, this is all just health, right? Yeah. I can see so much better now that it's big and biggin', not on the Steam Deck. I don't know how to turn that phase down. It's that phase in particular is very loud. So because this is our first run, I've got no upgrades. They changed the font size when zoomed out. Doesn't look like it. I guess let's go with heavy shafts. All ballistas deal +1 damage to armor. Because at level 4, I think we're only going to get enemies that have armor and no shield, although I don't really know. The details are still too small. Yeah, it can be hard to read. So I'm not able to zoom out on this. Like, it's just stuck. I did change the UI scale. That's the problem. If we want to be able to see it, we gotta zoom out. Thanks, Sirenim. Yeah, so you can make the font much bigger. Although, I guess that doesn't make this any bigger, does it? You have to zoom in. You don't recall there being a tutorial. Me either. Yeah, this part with the music reminds me of the last spell. We might have trouble this time. Not that it needs one build towers, but it's not just build towers. Like, there's actually some strategy to it. Stop the green dudes, 2 ? 3 profit. Speaking of profits, let's build a couple more towers next to the house so we get more gold. I'm just gonna copy pasta those settings for better or worse. Good? Here, let's put another one. And paste the settings. Yeah, this part in particular is very loud. So, the yellow stuff, that's shield. No, that's armor. That's armor. Armor! Okay, so you see how those automatically leveled up? It's because they dealt a lot of armor and health damage. So, like, they leveled up in health themselves. The cost to upgrade everything increases the higher the level, but so the cost has gone from 10 to 6 for health and 10 to 8 for armor. Because these have dealt both health and armor damage. Maybe this one we want to say like most shield. And then progress and then least shield. So it will break shields. Or we could say most shield, least shields. Not shield armor. Most armor. Least armor. And then progress. And have this one do the same thing? Both of these do the same thing? Let's just put 2 in. So the price of my ballistas have gone up to 160. I also learned that you can chop down trees. For money, but the longer you wait, I think the more they're worth. Right now we can cut them down for 25 gold. I wonder what we can do next round. 36. This isn't looking so good. Most shield plus progress plus least shield equals aim at those that have the most. If they're multiple, aim at the furthest. If they're multiple, aim at the one with least shield. Yeah. A mortar. I really like the mortars, actually. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I didn't know that we had mortars unlocked already. I really like the mortars. They're fun. They go boom and they deal AoE damage. And they attack armor. Its base damage is 23 and it deals 15. Or has a multiplier of 15 on armor. So maybe for this one we say most armor... Same thing, maybe. Yeah, let's do the same thing as these. Most armor, least armor, progress. Yeah, I love the AoE on the mortar. I really do. I think it's great. I think I'll demolish that ballista so I can put another one here. Oh, I don't have enough monies. Cut down trees? It's not enough monies either. We've got a mortar, we might be okay. We might be okay. Yeah, sometimes the target dies. I know, that happened to me a lot yesterday. Alright, let's go. We've got mortars now. Mortar with a range of 3 nonetheless. Boom! Yeah. AoE damage fun. I also can't tell sometimes where the shots are going. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Boom! Okay. Close call. Very close call. Now the trees are worth 49, so they're getting up there. I'm gonna build another mortar right there. Not enough gold! No! I need to build this next to a house so I can make more gold. Okay, let's cut down a tree. So I can build a mortar. Yeah, the house has 4 sides, but so every building that we place next to it, it will generate 7 gold. Per round. So if we get 4 buildings around it, then next level will make... Quick maths, 32 gold. I think I should reevaluate my priorities. Maybe set them most armor, progress, least armor. Because then they should maybe attack the ones in the front? And this one... Maybe I'll tell it to do least armor, most health. To try and break enemies that have very little armor left. or to make the big buffy ones really squishy. And maybe I'll do that for like all of these in this section. And then these ones down here are the last resort. Least armor, progress, least health. Progress, near death, least health. Copy. Paste. 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 And we're out of monies, so fingers crossed. You forgot top side and downside. I actually think that if your house is located next to increases an incline like this, like so if a house was here, for instance, both of these don't count as being adjacent to the house. Even though it should. So it's more beneficial when the house is on flat land, rather than being on a hill. Let's go this way, because this ballista here... Well, they're coming from here too. I think we might lose. Yeah, they have to be the same height. It is super rude. Maybe not, because I changed the settings on this mortar. And it's making the high health one squishy, just like I was saying. It just missed that one though. Get him! We did way better than I thought I would. It's already up to level 3. $206 gold. We can buy one single ballista. And put it there. Copy pasta. The same settings, and let's expand from this direction. That way we have more length from both of these lanes. I did it! Yeah, I know I could have put it by the house, but I wanted to focus them more further away. You gotta balance it. Is this phase too loud, chat? I can turn the music down even more. Hi there, Mars! Blue hair! Blue hair looks good. Thanks. I'm enjoying the blue hair, actually. Okay, we have no buildings that use mana right now, so we don't need a mana siphon. Trees now have a chance to drop upgrade cards when chopped. I've got 3 trees on the whole map. That's not super helpful, and these are upgrade cards, by the way, so right now I think they only come every 3 levels. So I guess we're gonna go with heavy shafts. 2. Mute the music and put on some metal. Yeah, the music is really repetitive. I do like the headbanging phase though. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're putting another ballista next to the house, but this time I'm going to expand from this direction because look at that. It will be able to attack this tile and the corner of this tile. You love the music, but only for a level or 2. Yeah, maybe for a round or 2, you know? We're on level 10, so we got the biggins now. More mortar power might be required. I really enjoy soundtracks like this. The last spell has a really great, like, metal soundtrack. Yeah, big is 15, that's when Oogie comes. I made it to level 21 last night. I was pretty proud of that. My motor leveled up. 266 gold. Trees are now worth 100. I will chop this tree. So that I may build... should we go with ballista or mortar? I feel like more mortar can't hurt. You can only build in 2 locations here. So the problem I have with this is its range is half unusable area, so demolish that. I like that you can delete things and put them back. And you actually get the cost back. What you don't get the cost back for, if you choose to upgrade them like this. So like this mortar costs 1 to upgrade the health damage. So I can spend 1 gold on it. But it still demolishes for the same price of 350, because that's how much the mortar building is worth at this point in time. We've got 3 of them placed, so like the 3rd mortar costs 350, the 2nd mortar costs 275. But I like this location better. And I think we're gonna need the armor damage, like, for sure. Definitely. Because the biggins are coming. TX is gonna let you out. Oh, TX, you're so kind. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on, we're popping back over here for a second. Your mortars are always set to most shield, most armor, most health. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I'm pretty sure that I was doing that last night. Let's give that a try. Most shield, most armor, most health. Only problem I have with that is mortars don't really do shield damage. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm... But explosions, but we only... That's true, Thyronym. There's AoE damage. Let's give it a go and see what happens. I'm gonna go... Yeah, let's make this side a little bit longer. So many trees! It's a forest over there! Okay, that shield. That purple bar right there? No, that's not shield. Is that shield? No, the blue stuff is shield. This is all armor. Explosions! They're too close for comfort. There's too many of them. Get him, mortar, get him! See, yeah, that's why I really like the progress. Progress on the mortar right there. I think we might take some damage unless we get super lucky and they all hit this one. Ooh. Okay, yeah, let's setting this back to how I had it, which was most armor progress. Most health? Phew. Kaboom! Kaboom? Question mark? 330 gold. We can cut this down for 121. Now we can afford another mortar. Or a ballista. I will put one there for the monies. Sagacious Fool, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to paste the settings to the two other mortars. No, I'm okay with these settings being the same on these. I just want this one to be like my, oh, they're getting kind of close mortar. I was trying to decide which settings to apply to this ballista. I think that might be okay. They're now aiming at whatever has shield. If none, it aims at whichever has armor. If none, it aims at whichever has the most health. Yes, I got you, but I still want my emergency mortar. I think it's wiser to have different strats on the first mortars, so I tend to do that actually. Like yesterday, I made it to the level 21, and like my second half of my defenses had different strats, like they prioritized differently. So like these up here are intended to break armor. So like I've got my ballista focusing on most armor. And we could actually probably switch them to most armor or least armor and then progress now. Because we're getting kind of far from the main tower. So they're intended to break armor and then deal health damage afterwards. $220 for another ballista. $235 for another ballista. Let's cut down some trees. Chop chop. Sometimes it can be kind of difficult to choose. Like, so we could put a ballista here for +2 range and also damage, but it only gets this little corner here. But if I were to put it there, it gets so much more of the map. I know the music is very kitty go-go. Stuff closer to the tower you generally leave on progress and least health. I've got them set to least armor, progress, and yeah, least health. And then here, progress, near death, least health. So they will attack whatever is closest, and then whichever is closest to death, and then it should snowball from there? Maybe. Yeah, next to the trees it's a +2, but if we do that... If we do that, it doesn't cover this area right here, which is where we have 2 lanes meeting into 1 lane, which is like a great spot to focus fire. So like, if I put it here, it does get that little corner bit. Especially because the ballistas have such a long cooldown on firing, I don't think it's worth it to put them like close to the edge. And I think I'll expand here because these ballistas should be able to attack. Maybe. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Boom! These little Trojan horse thingies are tough to deal with. They have a lot of armor. They're doing a pretty good job of breaking the armor before it gets too close, though. Okay, so this one's about to bust open. And then all these little ones come out! Which is where it's really nice to have the AoE. A Tesla coil uses mana. We have no mana. We are making 0 mana per second. Double the range bonus elevation. Okay. Base damage of 16 now. Cool. So the reason why I didn't go with the Tesla coil is because I'm not generating mana. And if I get a Tesla coil, I can't use it because I'm not generating mana. So I'd have to get a mana siphon and a Tesla coil all in one go. Or like 2 different cards, and they're so infrequent early on that it's not worth it. Okay, so this mortar should help cover here. If we put it next to the house. Earlier I was like, no siphon, I don't have anything that uses mana. Yeah, but it's level 12 and something finally shows up. For reference, level 15 is a really hard wave. There's a boss that comes that's really hard to kill. So I'd rather just focus on upping my defenses that I've got. I don't love this spot for the mortar, but I do like this spot for money generation. Lots and lots and lots of health, yeah. Exactly. We're going all in on the mortar strat. I mean, on the ballista strat, I just can't decide. Like, should we... My defenses are definitely stronger on the left. So I think that means we should expand towards the right. And that probably also means we should strengthen the right side. Nice, just enough for a mortar. You tend to put a lot of ballistas next to houses and save expensive towers for high elevation unless the house is also at high elevation. Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing it this way. Yeah, see, this would be a good spot for the mortar. That's an elevation of 3 right there. This one didn't even make it past the initial turn. And that's why I put the mortar there. I chose this location regardless because, for one, it covers this corner, which is super helpful. But then it can also whittle down those armored units that come. Okay, yes, but I do agree with you on the ballista thing. I'm gonna put two more here. Copy pasta and some more pasta. And I'm out of gold. Maybe we should expand from here again? It makes the early game more difficult because you spend more money placing a bunch of ballistas, but you still need to build nicer towers too. It's a hard balance. Noms, the copy pasta. Oh, they're coming from my weak side this time. That's okay though, this side is so strong that we'll just be able to use all the defenses on this side. I didn't know this was a Twitch Global emote. Copy this, pasta that. That's awesome. Hi there, Uchu. I am playing a different game. I've played a couple of different games recently. I played March March. I played... Hold on, check Steam library. Against the Storm. I played Against the Storm recently. I played Roots of Yggdrasil. All recently. Yeah, the copy pasta thing is awesome. I like that a lot. Hi George, welcome in. Yes, it's a Dwarf Fortress mod. It's the new mode in Dwarf Fortress. This has already upgraded itself to level 3, so I don't really want to demolish it. Which direction do you think Oogie's gonna come from? I really hope this side, because this side is just inherently stronger because it snakes along my defenses here. So we could let this side be weak, keep this side weak, and just blow all our money on increasing defenses right there. If Oogie does come from this side, that's more damage. If Oogie comes from this side, it's still more damage to all the other ads. I can place 1 mortar or 2 ballistas. And if I cut down a tree, I can place maybe 3 ballistas. 1 mortar and a ballista. You always guess wrong where he's coming from. It's difficult to balance. Hi, Wim! I honestly feel like a mortar would be better here. But I'm going with this. So I can put a mortar. Oh, I'm just short. Oh no, I thought I could do both. There's no more trees! No! Okay, so we could demolish that and instead place a mortar like right there. Most shield, most armor, most health. Paste. And then we could use the 273 to upgrade buildings that are close to being upgraded. Which game is done, Uchu? Oh, Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode. They want to iron out every single bug. That wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so like this ballista was kind of close to leveling up. That's not at all close. This one is close, so let's level that one. Oh, yes, 2 gold for this one? Sure. 14, 10 for armor. Super pricey. Go for armor there. So I am looking at spending my remaining gold on upgrading my towers. As they deal damage, it reduces the cost for that type of damage dealt. So if like this mortar here is dropping a lot of mortar shells on high armored units, then it's dealing armor damage primarily and will reduce the cost of armor damage until the point that it reaches 0, and then it will automatically level up its base armor damage multiplier. So you can kind of help that along a little bit with gold. It resets the cost of everything though. Boop. Yeah! I'm going to war! Maybe I'll save the rest so that we can upgrade things in a panic as Oogie gets too close and we're like, we can't kill Oogie! Upgrade everything! Hi there, Chinggis! I do not know? I don't know. I've never played Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode. Hi, Motorette! What's going on? We're playing a new game. We're defending towers with more towers in a towerly fashion. Question is, which lane do I expand? Because we could expand the left, which is going to give us a highly fortified leftward approach. Or we could expand the right with plans to eliminate the left side while the right side walks. Yeah, we're doing that. Oogie came on the left! This is Oogie, everybody. Say hi. Oogie has lots of health. Lots of health. Hi, Oogie. At least he went the long way. This way, around the corner. Yeah, my mortars are all focusing Oogie, which is good. But then this group right here scares me too. That's where this one comes in. Panic? I think Oogie's gonna make it, and Oogie's got some like really high health friends right there. So remember what I was saying about panic upgrades?
It is my professional
Now is the time to panic, yes.
Now is the time to panic!
Uh-oh! Oogie's gonna kill me! Not enough gold. Yeet! Oogie! Yes! Oogie died! You've never understood tower defense. What about it, in particular? It's mostly just build more towers to defend a main tower. I have tried to play Dwarf Fortress with original graphics, and it was awful. Yeah, the music does make you want to keep going faster, faster, faster. Ooh, burn damage. Now's the time where we could get some shield damage because shield waves are coming soon. Ooh, a treasure chest. Open it. Enchanted bolts too, I'll take it. A mana siphon. Oh, I was hoping for one more. Okay, so now we can make mana. So for these, we just like build these little mana siphons next to these blue cubes, which is a mana crystal. So we build the siphons, and it will start generating mana for us. 3 mana per second. And I can't afford anything else. Hi, Ray Rook! This is Rogue Tower. Where'd the music go? The music ended, didn't it? Like Vampire Survivors, but you can't move. Kinda. So, in the case of this game, you start with this tile right here, and every time you click expand, a wave of enemies will flood the map and attack. So we have to strategically place down defenses. And what's really cool about Rogue Tower is you can also kind of give them some like logic programming. So like tell them how to target and like what to prioritize, which I really like. I really feel like I'm slacking over here, so I'm just gonna keep expanding from that side. Like remote priorities. Not exactly. So when I say priorities, I mean like you can tell them to target enemies with high shields, high armor, and high health, or just health in general, shields in general, that sort of thing. That's the 3 damage types that are not damage over time effects. So like the green above all the enemies, that's health. The blue is shield. And that double base pedal is like... I really like how my priorities are set up right now. I feel like it works super well. The mortars are just so good. The mortars are like my literal favorite. Boom! It's cute, yeah. It's pretty cute. It's got the really loud battle phase. Hi, Commander Red. Hello. So all of my towers on this side of the map, because this is ultimately what we're defending, all of them on this side, I have them set to target enemies with the most armor, and then enemies with the least armor. Thought being, if everything further out is targeting high shield enemies, at some point they become like low shield enemies. And then if everything switches from prioritizing high shields, armor, to low armor, then by the time they reach here, there should be no more armor. They'll skip the second priority as there will never be enemies with least armor. I suppose the enemies with the least armor have the most armor. If they have... Yeah? Well, okay, I see what you're saying. It kind of hurts my brain a little bit. If nobody has any armor, except one enemy with armor of 1, it's like the least armor they can possibly have, but it's still the most armor. Good thinking. That's not how the priority system works. That's how it seems like it works. Most armor, progress, most health. I believe that's how I have this set here. Literally most armor, progress, most health. Least armor, most health, progress. But now we have to worry about shields too. And none of these buildings that I have really deal damage to shields. The ballistas are better at that. I might switch these ones to focus on... the enemy that has the most armor of all. If there's no enemy with armor, there's no most armor, so there's no least armor. Yeah, that makes sense. And now we have to think about shields too, so... I don't fully know how shields work. Can I back out without losing? Do I lose if I do this? Why wouldn't it tell me that I lose? Okay, well I lost. I was just trying to read the tutorial. The thing you always hate in tower defense, you played in the past, was your AoE would target the stragglers, getting further instead of staying focused on big pools. Yeah, so you can make it so that doesn't happen. They asked if I was sure, but they didn't say your progress will not be saved. The game's title is Rogue Towered. It does kind of look like Rogue Toad. Okay, as an example, most armor, least shield progress looks for an enemy with the highest armor, least shield amongst highest armor, and then most progress amongst those. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, and so I was kind of testing that out last night, and I couldn't... Like what Thyronim said, it seemed to me like it wasn't doing that. But I also am new. So now we have... How much experience? We have... 544! And so here's our meta progression. Gold drops. More money. Begin the game with extra gold. Enemies always drop an additional gold when they die. Draw an additional card when you draw upgrade cards. So I would like to start with gold drop number 2. The next run, so we need to unlock 5 more cards. So let's get the cheap ones. We already have mortars unlocked. So for 5 XP we can get additional damage to health from mortars. Additional 2 damage to health from mortars. And also, shields! Mortars are super weak against shields. The Tesla coil. Have it deal extra damage to health. I would like it... The Tesla coil is good versus shields, weak versus armor. Weak against shields. Yeah, now we can get gold drop. All enemies drop an additional 1 gold when they die. So these don't count as cards. These are permanent upgrades. On this end of the tree, so like if you scroll out, there's a whole bunch of upgrades, and these all pop up mid-game. Like you don't start with these benefits. In some cases I think you do, but like you have to unlock these mid-game, which is why the card draws are really important upgrades, as well as draw frequency. Drawing every round requires 54 upgrades. There's a ton of stuff, yeah, so right now I only draw every 3 rounds. I'm just gonna go with cheap stuff. I know it exists. Okay, so we can unlock a mine. It can be placed next to an iron vein to give your tower +1 max hit points and 10% chance every level they repair damage. That's fairly cheap, I'll grab that. We can increase damage on bleeding and burning effects, but I don't really have anything that does that. Let's just grab additional damage to armor and health, although you aren't really good at armor, are you? Weak versus armor. Well, it's fine. And maybe some new towers. So these over here are different towers. We could get a Frost Keep. Use mana to create a blizzard, which slows nearby enemies for 50% of the damage it deals. I don't know what that means. Rogue towered. It's not explained anymore. Like, there's no tutorial for this. The advantage of minting coins, I don't really know that there is one, Uchu. I think you can just make them for the sake of making them, but they're not worth currency. This music is stressing me out. I'm gonna get the Frost Keep. So it slows nearby enemies for 50% of the damage it deals. So if it deals 2 damage, it slows them by 1? Use mana to engulf enemies with fire, damaging them over time. Yeah, okay. I got you, Thyronym. Great against armor, weak against shields. And we can also grab a poison sprayer. Great against shields, weak against armor. Great against armor. So this is just like a slowing / HP tower. This is a tower against armor, and this is a tower against shields. We have 149 experience left to spend. Not even reading the things I'm getting. Damage to armor, damage to shields. Because it might be enough to get an additional card draw. Now you have 64! Experience. Draw frequency with 5 more cards. I don't think we can do it! Unless we get sorcery. Generates 1 mana per second at the tower. That doesn't count. These are permanent upgrades. Ooh, gold drop 3. Oh, I'm short! 6 experience! Okay, how about we start with extra money? Alright, that's it. We're out of experience. We have no choice but to start again. We're gonna go with single defense. The vampire tower is interesting, but expensive as heck. I've not even tried it yet. I think we only need 1 ballista. What a terrible spot for a house. Oh wait, no, there's another side to it. Oof, that's pricey. That is really, really, really pricey. Okay. Alright, I was just rereading your message, Olivia. And zooming in and out in the game. I was rereading your message. So if we set our priorities like this, our towers are going to search for enemies that are the farthest along with the most health, and then farthest along with the least health. I guess we could just say progress, most health. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we got a tower thingy. Easy peasy. I'll go to the second priority. Yeah, which is why it's not good. Well, I guess it can be fine, but not to have like progress back to back. I did not realize that you could place other structures here. I thought it was only on these 4, like, parapets. Silly me! I didn't realize. So, then we could try... Yeah, it used to be a late game thing. I didn't realize you could put 8 buildings on it. I thought it was only 4. Maybe... we'll search by progress, then least health. Fastest? No. Lowest. Marked. Progress. Near death. These ones, we could say target most armor, most health progress. Let's see how that goes. The first 2 waves are super easy. Look at our choices. I suppose we are going to want to get a mana siphon. There's nowhere to siphon mana from. I do like the metal phase. I kind of wish it lasted a little longer. Let's go. Wave 45. I can't imagine wave 45. That's kind of crazy. All I'm doing is just throwing ballista around houses. And there's so many that I feel like I don't need to do anything else. It kind of takes the strategy out of it for me. Right now my strategy is make monies! Okay, I'm liking the metal, but this music is super repetitive. Maybe I'll try putting on my own metal music. Metal? Hi Nalo, nice to see you. I hope you enjoy the gift sub. How's it going? How's work? There, yeah, so we... Not enough gold. It kind of works. Like, I'm not so... I can almost believe this is the game's music. Until we're in between phases. I haven't found any mana cubes. So let's go with, broadhead bolts. Hello, Dan! How's it going? I am not going to cut down my one and only tree because it's only worth 36 gold. We can save that for later. I think that we can still manage on this. I'm gonna take out that tower and put it here instead. So like I had one that was, whoa, that was really close. I had one that I set there. Boop, for the early game, but these two are generating money from that house. These two are, these four are, and so now we're generating more money for the house. Plus it's an earlier defense. New headphones arrived. What kind of headphones did you get? That's exciting. Yeah, you already do quality editing, agreed. Stressful music. Okay, that was close. Hope we find a mana crystal soon. You had the DT770, but they broke. Now you have the Austrian Audio HIX50. I have some Bear Dynamics. Are they 990s? What is this? 990? I really like them a lot. I would find your music very stressful. This music is super stressful. $990s? I love these a lot. I have broken them though. I broke them like as soon as I got them. Eep! They're getting too close! I leveled this one up. Oh! Ew, my tower. How is this rogue tower when it's not even red? Why does it have to be red? Okay, we can make another ballista. That was a good point, Ben. We do have my small amount of mana generation. I kind of forgot that I did that. I see. Rouge. Yours lasted 3 years, working 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a lot of hours. I broke mine super early on. I actually have black duct tape here because I cracked the plastic. Which is my only complaint with these, is it's got this metal piece right here that fits into this plastic bit, and that's how you can adjust the length of the headset. Except these twist like this, and it puts a lot of pressure on that joint, and so I broke this one like a week into having these headphones. But then I taped it, and it's been fine since. Rouge is red, unlike Luft. Luft. Stressful. How'd you break the cable? How did you do that? Hi, Spiffy Ball Guy. You're back to the desk. Welcome back. Okay, once we get to this tower thingy, I think we'll probably want to go progress. Most health. Least armor, most health. Let's say that. So the ones that are farthest along with the least amount of armor and have the most health, so that should break any armor that they have and put a dent in their HP. And then these last two are going to aim for near-death targets close to the tower, and then least health targets close to the tower. My tree is now worth 64 gold, and I shall wait. We might take some damage. Let's go. Hello, Utopian! I feel like this is the longest song ever. No, this is a different song. It sounds exactly like the song that just played. How's it going, Utopian? You're interested in this, so I'm playing this because Silentra gifted it to me yesterday and was like, try this game you like. And he was correct. I did try the game and I do like. So I'm still playing it. It's my reset game today. I think I might lose. Unless we just crank these up a little bit. More health damage. More health damage. More health damage. So I just leveled up these towers so they deal more health damage. I don't think we were gonna make it. Ooh, a mortar! I love mortars. You keep wanting to play demos at Next Fest, but realize you have a huge backlog and you want to wait until they release, so you get your fix by watching House and Frequency showcasing demos. This isn't even a demo. This is a game, I think, from like 2018. It was fully released sometime last year. Can't think of the date. January 28th, 2022, so about a year ago it was released, so I'm guessing it was probably in early access in 2018 through last year. See, I like this music better. Alright, we're gonna put the mortar on the big corner there, so it has lots of range. And it loves armor. So we're gonna tell it to target enemies that are progressing. No, let's tell it to grab most armor. And then check for progress. And most health. Your tinnitus is acting up a bit. That's no fun. Oh, I have 2 trees now. Let's cut down this one tree so I can build a second mortar. Yep, don't mind if I do. +3. I was iffy about this spot, but since we have to expand here, it fully covers that tile. I think that's a good choice. And I don't want to go with progress on this one. We're going to say most armor. Most health progress. You play old games and watch new games. Whoa, that's a lot of houses! This is only my second time that I've seen like a little village like this. We could shove like a lot of buildings in there and get such much money. Glad we got the mortars because we would have been wrecked. These health bars with the yellow, that is armor. And so the mortars deal a lot of damage to armor. Whereas these ballista really only deal health damage. So you can see here base damage and then their multipliers. The ballista way prefer health. But mortars, on the other hand, deal very good damage to armor and fairly good damage to health, but they suck at shields. And they also have this nice AoE damage. Okay. Mortars for the win. So, Like, if we put a ballista right here, we get 3 gold from it. Sneaky, sneaky. I forgot to set priorities on this one. Most armor, most health, progress. Copy, paste, paste. So I'm doing okay. I've been having, like, bad brain times. I'm gonna put another one there for the extra gold, too. This past week, I've just been feeling really weird mentally, and so I've taken a number of streams off, like 3 streams in the last week. Let's call it a week and a half. Ish. And so today, I'm starting off with something that I want to play more than, like, just something for good viewership, you know? Bad brain is good, it keeps you safe from zombies. Another one! With a cute little tree in the middle. These are nice because you can build high towers on them. Like, so the mortar, this one might be better on this. Like I was saying earlier, the higher you place something, like, there is, like, ground level, +1, +2, and, like, +3. That actually increases base damage accordingly. You know, so I don't like zombies. That is a good thing, I guess. But it does make streaming hard. And also getting all the work things done hard in general. There are still a lot of enemies left, and they're getting very close, but we still have a mortar backing us up. Fortified and hastened. I almost want to mine a second mortar right there. That was pretty awesome. Oh, they're still coming. Hi, Valvanar!
Insert something funny here.
Hello, Valvanar. Insert some funny quip in response. Here. Thank you so much for 8 months. Thank you for the 5-month streak. And welcome back, Valvanar. I hope you're having a good day. This music is stressing me out. Let's try this playlist. I am really liking Rogue Tower. Yeah, I am. A lot. He miss Raft. I miss Raft too. George enjoyed the lurk. Solentre gifted this to me last night because he was just like, you should play this. And he was right. I played it for 6 hours yesterday, and now I'm playing it again. Okay, how's this music? I felt like this would be a nice middle ground between the metal phase of this and the chill phase. Because, like, the music in this game is very repetitive, but it goes from being kind of chill instrumental to the battle phase. Like, metal takes over, and it's really cool. So, like, I will demonstrate. But this piano bit starts to, like, rattle my brain after a little while. I can't afford anything else, and we still haven't found a mana cube. So let's expand. Oh, look, there's a mana cube. I'm just gonna grab it real fast. There we go. Currently gathering 1 mana per second. So the reason why I think that the, like, game track metal works so well is because it tends to have, like, an upfront melody that's very clear. Like this one does. It's got that harpsichord and the piano. And the only thing that they're adding to it is the, like, bass? the bass line and then a double bass. And drums. Can't forget the drums, but I don't know about this one. Yeah, the drum part is nice. I like the drums a lot. Like, if we could just keep the drums going without switching back into just the piano part, I'd like that. It is so many years now, though. It's so many years. Oh yeah, I'm Utopian. That's kind of not like my issue right now. My issue is that I just really want to be withdrawn. Like I want to be withdrawn. I don't want to be like live streaming or anything. Sometimes I get like this. I don't really know what it is. It's just waves of moods that I go through. But it's not that I'm feeling like particularly upset or anything. It's just I don't actually want to step into the influencer shoes. Most of the time I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, I love it. But sometimes I just want to be withdrawn, and I go through bouts of it. Like, I go through periods of being super withdrawn and introverted. Not even JSOG knows how many years it is. Not even JSOG knows. I don't remember. Poison Sprayer does shields. Ooh, I have a lot of good choices here. The Poison Tower does shields because I remember that one. Flamethrower does armor. The Frost Cape slows enemies and deals half the slowing and health damage. But I don't know how much damage that would be. I also haven't used a flamethrower. I've never used the flamethrower before, but I'm gonna do the Frost Keep, I think, because we can put the Frost Keep on top of the keep itself. And then it has a really long range. Do about there. We could build another one. We have to put it somewhere like very strategic. Like, this corner could be good due to all the ballistas that I have, or like right here, because it would force whatever units are coming through here to be targeted. Well, these don't quite reach, do they? Neither do these. If we had ballistas that were closer, these ones could reach. Nope. Somebody ring the doorbell. This is a good spot. That's the one right there. You relate to that 100%. Sometimes you just don't want to do the people things because energy and all the things. Yeah, so that's why, like, on Monday I just streamed without a cam. For that same reason. Something about, like, turning the camera off is really relaxing. Like, it's one thing to just be a voice, but to also have to be on camera, it's like double taxing. Doubly taxing. Oh yeah, having a rapid brain when trying to sleep is super stressful. What I find helps me with that, Utopian, is just writing stuff down. If I get that, when my brain basically goes bark, 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 bark. Bark? Bark, 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 bark. Like when that's my brain and I can't sleep, just write it down. That helps me. It kind of becomes like ADHD hyperfocus, but with ideas and things. Yeah, losing sleep to a racing mind is super bleh. That's the only thing I found that helps me with that is, well, no. Breathing exercises have helped. Like meditating. I've had good luck with meditating. Breathing exercises and writing things down. Yeah, I like not having to monitor my body language too. Now I can pick my nose freely. And you can't tell. So 2 frost keeps, I'm not really sure how much mana. Okay, 2 per second. Secret nose picking. I think everyone's a nose picker though. Charity, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, my fitness watch also has breathing exercises that I do not use. And hi, Carlo. Alright, my Frosty Tower. I want you to slow down enemies with the most health. And then maybe enemies with the most armor? And then progress? And I think I want that to be the same on both. Since this does deal health damage as a base. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So that is using 4 mana per second. We're currently regenerating 3 per second, and I also cannot afford to build another mana siphon. I have a single tree I could cut down for 144 gold. I kind of like that tree, like just being in the middle of the courtyard, and I'm saddened at the idea of cutting it down, so I won't do it yet. Plus, if we wait another couple levels, it's worth more. Hi there, Arachnid Soul! I'm not actually feeling that much better, to be quite honest. I'm feeling okay. I just didn't want to keep missing all my streams. And hello, Cody! So, is this slowing my the little Trojan horse thingies? I need to pay attention to the Frost Tower. I've only used it like once. I don't know about this. I guess we do have another line of mega defenses coming up. We'll be alright. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oh, yeah, thanks, Arachnid Soul. I have to stream occasionally, though, you know, because, like, money and business and stuff. Money and business and things. Yeah, see, I really like the battle phase music, but I do not like this phase music. This phase, like, really annoys me. So that's why I put on metal, thinking that would be okay. But it was too much metal. Nope, this is not the right vibe. Also not the right vibe. Definitely punk, though. Not the right vibe. I think the best one that we've got is going to be... emo. I guess. so like I did take a couple days off. I can't take too much time off though because it's just not. That's the problem with streaming, you know. You gotta be live. You gotta be alive and live. You quite like the music contrast. I do too, Alistair. I actually really do. I just find it super annoying that it's so repetitive. You love this genre? Yeah, I do too. Tower defense is a lot of fun. Okay, so we have a number of houses that are going unharvested for monies. So I think we already grabbed the only 3 spots where the houses overlap. So we could place this here for plus monies. We could place these here and here. Yeah. I think that spot is probably better because this whole corner is a little bit weak. That will give us a bit more monies. That corner is okay, I guess. And we're out of monies again. The tree is now worth 169 monies. I'm grabbing any cheap upgrades if they're there. So as I explained earlier, as your towers deal damage, they can deal health damage, armor damage, or shield damage. And as they deal that damage, they get closer and closer to upgrading themselves, which you can expedite by spending gold. Like you can see here in this teeny tiny bar that it's super close to upgrading itself in health damage. Once this hits 0, this bar will be full and it will tick up here to 13 damage and reset the existing bar. So you can kind of just like help them along a little bit. Just a little bit. I quite like to do that if I'm short money for a whole building. Like, you know, just improve the quality of the ones that are here. It's kind of how I see it. I wish we had more mortars. If we expand this direction, I don't think these towers can reach to attack. But it might be worthwhile to still expand in this direction. Because if it happens to turn and come along here, then we can double up on defenses. Like, these defenses will work for both sides. Yeah, it did work. It did go that way. You literally can't afford to live in this city if you move. I'm glad that you have rent control. Okay, so this thing deals damage as it slows down enemies. And I can't tell which ones it's dealing damage to. It's doing something. I think it was just chunking them for like 100 health. Yeah, 110? That looks right. Wow, Cody, you bonked Nallo. So rude. What is WC? Warcraft? Warcraft. That's Warcraft, isn't it? So if we expand here, then these defenses, like without a doubt, are going to help us on this tile too. So then we can put defenses here and have like this whole area covered, like a mortar. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. We could put it right there for +2. Let's put it right there. Yeah, +2 range. Oops. Well, I wasn't trying to do that. Welcome, Oogie. I started this up a little bit faster than I intended. Okay, well, I'll just keep working on this while you advance. Try to figure out where to put my mortar. I have enough money for one more. I would like it where this is right here. I think that would be a nice spot. I'm kind of relying on that ballista right now. The defenses are actually doing work. I might save the money unless we get into a panic. Even the little Trojan horse dudes are nearly dead. And Oogie's at like half health, you know, a little bit over halfway through. We still have a whole backup and defenses right here. We might be okay. Alright. It's just Oogie. It's just Oogie with a lot of health. Look at that health bar. Oogie's got a lot of health. Okay, now's the time to start panicking. Would it be better to just upgrade these? Probably. I'm increasing how much health damage they deal. Okay, I think we're all right. I believe Oogie is going down. Whew. Mod abuse, I know. Cody's in a mood today. Alistair just gave Kitty Go-Go a shout out. Oogie gonna boogie. Even the boss played Warcraft 2 multiplayer? Tesla coils. Tesla coils? I forget what they... We need something that's going to affect shield. I don't remember which affects shield. I want to say Tesla coils, but I'm fairly certain Tesla coils are armor as well. Tesla's great. Okay. I believe you, Salentre. You're a pro. The mods are in chaos! What's happening? Panic! It's everyone else, yes. Of course, Cody. It's not you. Yeah, you're right. Okay, it deals a ton of damage to shields. So we want to prioritize most shield. Progress? I guess we could just left it. And then most health? Most health, most armor, progress. If we copy pasta that, but switch it to most shield, most health progress, then this will slow shielded enemies to help out the Tesla coil. It hits everyone in range at once, yes, which is why I think that the Frostkeep Tesla combo seems like a good idea. We could also put it on a corner like this. Hello, Vin! What's all the Oogie Maloogie in here? Ooh, speaking of Oogie Maloogie, Oogie left some treasure Maloogie behind. Ooh, a flamethrower tower or sorcery. We're probably gonna want sorcery. Look at our mana. We're using way more than we're generating. So we're gonna do that. Ooh, another choice. All Tesla coils gain +1 damage to armor. Let's go with mortar damage to armor, because mortars already excel at dealing armor damage, right? Yeah. So they're just even better at that now. Tesla coils are really weak against armor. Sorry, not Tesla coils. Or frost towers. Tesla coils are really weak against armor. Like, super weak. They require a good amount of mana. Yeah, how much do they use? Oof! 6 mana per shot. We might want to set up a couple more mana siphons, huh? And they fire 30 RPM. So 3 mana per second, basically. 3 mana per second plus 2 mana per second. That's 5 mana per second. But right now my mana buildings are like split. So if these are active, these shouldn't be active and vice versa. So I think that's enough recovery. Ballista? A mortar? We have a lot of money? I'm gonna take out one of the ballistas to put a Tesla coil here. Most health, let's say most health. Progress. Fastest? Question mark? Most health, progress. No, I don't know. Oh, shield? And have that share most armor, progress, most health. So all of these are going to target the same thing, I think. Since this is closer to the final tower, I want them to progress, near death, beast, health. Maybe we should have everything down here focusing that. Let's see how that goes. You're still down with the coal, but better than Monday. That's good. That's definitely good. I'm also doing better than Monday. I'm doing better than yesterday. But I still want to be under a blanket. I want to hide under a blanket. I'm just gonna throw more ballistas in here because we can get more money by doing that. The ballistas are the cheapest thing we have. We can put another one right here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Actually, that's not a bad choice. I wanted to put a ballista there, but putting the mortar down, I'm kind of okay with that. It covers a bunch of tiles. Let's not put that ballista there. I'm going to put it right here. Copy pasta the settings. And just put... Oh no, I'm broke again. No, my tree. How much does the tree give? The tree. 225 gold to chop down my tree. Let's do it. We can put another ballista right here. get more money for it. Because anything built next to a house generates 1 gold per level. Per current level, I should say. So all of these, like these ballista, are generating 15 gold each. So we're making like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 times 15 gold on this turn. Which is a lot. Chopping down the tree. Don't tell Kiri I did that, okay? Don't tell Kiri we chopped down the Christmas tree. We have 66 gold left. So I'm just cranking up the damage on some of these things at the very beginning of the loop. Just a bit. 47 gold. $24 gold. Let's grab... I'm sure there's one that we can afford to upgrade somewhere. Oh, this one. And this one. Alright, 2 gold remaining. Where does the gold come from? Do you get a cash bonus per kill? You get, as a default, a certain amount of gold per enemy. Don't know what that is. But I've bought some upgrades now that has enemies drop extra gold when they die. And the gold also comes from these. So, houses. This house is protected by 3 towers. Its next gift will be 48 gold. Because each of... Oh, level 16. Each of these is just going to generate 16 gold when I start the next wave. So every tower adjacent to a house, like on the same level, generates the gold equal to the phase that you're in. Which is how I counted, I think, 20. Like, we have 2 here. This tower's... Oh, it's protected by 1. I thought it was protected by 2. My bad. This one's protected by 2. So that's 3... 5... 9 towers... 12 towers... 15... 16, 17, 19, 20, 1, 22 buildings that are going to generate 16 gold each. Once I hit expand. And I'm definitely going to expand right here because these defenses overlap with this tile. Yeah! My ballistas are helping! So instantly, we're up to 357 gold. Which is good, because, you know, shields. We got shields this time. Look! Shields! Yeah, we should probably tell it to slow... We are telling it to slow the most shield. Shields are tough. I think if the enemies have shield, they regenerate health or something. I'm not 100% certain. But it's a good thing we have another Tesla coil coming up. Hopefully it'll take out the shield. Oh, it's close. No! That one got hastened, so I took 1 damage. No, only 1 made it through though. That's not so bad. So I think we might need a little bit more shield damage. Just a bit. Most shield, most health. Let's say most shield progress. most health. I'm also going to set this one to most armor, progress, most health. The same with you. And you. I want them to focus more on progress. Because we're having enemies in the very front getting through while these focus things in the back. Okay, we have 980 gold. Hi there, Jovial! They did scratch the paint on my fortress. I worked really hard on that. You know how many doors it took to build this fortress? I don't know that I can afford to build any more mana buildings, to be honest, because there's only one mana crystal and we're already farming it. Ooh, there's one more side. I thought it was on a hill for some reason. So there we go. 4 mana per second is being generated off of this mana crystal because we have 4 mana siphons. That's adorable. Adorable. So maybe it would be helpful to have like one more... Well, we can't run it. It uses 7 per shot. 3.5 per second. And you use 2 per second. 5.5 per second. We generate 6, so we should have a surplus, but that's only enough to keep it going. I think that we would benefit from a mortar, like right in here somewhere. Yeah! That mortar go boom! So it's on a hill with a +3 height, so it increases its damage by 3. And it reaches the new tile that I'm gonna expand to. Although it might be better to expand this one, since a third of the enemies do come from this side. Okay, fine, I'll do that. I could build one more Tesla coil. We could build another ballista. What should we do? Upgrade some armor damage is what I'm doing right now. I enjoyed that last song. I should have liked it. I guess I can go back, maybe. Nope, I can't go back. I'll never know what song that was. So these up here are all actively dealing armor damage, which makes sense. That is definitely where their points are going. Can't decide what to build. 290 gold, we can't build anything. So I'm just gonna keep upgrading stuff, I guess. See if there's anything cheap. Oh yeah! Boom. That was a super cheap upgrade. 1 gold! Hey there, Chief Migazy! Have I looked at Tower Tactics Liberation? You ended up with that instead of this when debating what to buy. I have not! This was just gifted to me yesterday. And by gifted, I meant forcefully thrust upon me. By Salentre. Because Salentre said, you'll like this game. I buy for you. You install. So I'll be honest and say I did 0 research into this. It just found its way into my inbox. But Salentre was right though, I did really enjoy this. Hi Reza, good time zone to you. How's it going? I don't really want to spend any more upgrades. You will like this game or else. Yep. Okay, so we have 244 gold. But I am not going to spend that. For one, because I already grabbed us all the super cheap upgrades. So, in case you're just coming in and you didn't know this, as these towers deal damage. So, first off, a tower defense game. If you're just coming in, like Reza is. So this is our tower that we're ultimately trying to defend. So we build towers that deal damage to enemies to defend our tower. Enemies can have health. Well, they do have health. But they can also have armor on top of that and shield on top of that. So you have to deplete shield before you can deplete armor. And you have to deplete armor before health. So some of these buildings are better at dealing damage to like one type of element. Like mortars, for instance, are really good at dealing armor damage. Ballistas are really good at health damage. Tesla coils, which we've just picked up, are good at shield damage. As these buildings are used in battle and they damage enemies, they begin to basically accumulate XP for the type of health or the type of damage they're dealing. So like this particular ballista that I've highlighted has dealt a lot of armor damage, which is why the cost of upgrade is respectively cheaper. So the more armor damage it deals, the cheaper the upgrade becomes, to the point that this hits 0 and it will automatically level itself up based on the type of damage it's been dealing. Or you can just click them and like, oh, like this one here, I could just tell it to deal health damage. Boom. It holds on to that XP though. So like the cost is still cheaper. Boop. And I'm trying to find a cheap one. But like I said, I already went through and did this. Okay, so like this ballista has been dealing a lot of shield damage. So if I click upgrade, that little bit of armor XP that it had, it still holds on to, so the cost is respectively cheaper. But now it deals an extra damage to shield. I am doing alright, Reza. I'm doing okay. Brain be silly, as brains do. So in a panic, that can be really great, because you can be like, oh, like just toss points and health damage, which I definitely have done. There's no cake! We've moved the cake to a different aisle. Yep, I'm gonna expand here as much as I want to expand into this location, because my turrets and things could double up and attack them on this lane and on this lane. Right now we have enemies coming from 3 directions, and this one's the shortest. So if we expand it, they have to go a little bit farther on that side. Alright, there we go. So, like, Bloodless Mary here has a lot of shield. Shield is blue. Blurple. Blurple color. So Tesla coils are really good at dealing shield damage. And we're also having them pass through a frost keep, which slows them. Although, I realized something about the frost keep, which I can address here. It doesn't deal damage through the shield. Is this the frost keep? Yeah. You have to deplete the shield before you can deal damage, so I should not have that one prioritizing shielded targets, I just realized. Shield must be depleted before health damage can be done. Also, this might be a loss. Slow down! Ooh, a treasure chest has been dropped by the boss. Slow down! They're hastened. I don't know why they get hastened sometimes. Okay, no, we lived. Treasure chest for me, open! A golden forest. Trees now have a chance to drop cards when chopped. I have no trees. I guess we're getting plasmatics. All Tesla coils gain +1 damage to armor. Tesla coils. That is this.
Oh no!
Armor is what they're weak at. That's like the worst draw. Has Gladys infected woahhjess? Has woahhjess always been Gladys? Lie all this time. So yeah, I have this thing prioritizing targets with shield, and I think my logic was sound because it slows enemies down, but it also cannot deal damage to enemies that are shielded. So in the end, it does nothing except slow them down. Which does give the Tesla coil a chance to zap them and melt their shield, but I think it would be better to utilize this tower's strong point, which is health damage. So prioritize... What if we told it to do like least health targets? That way it can kill off all the little ads. Woahhjess. Thanks for the hydration, Reza. No, let's tell it to do most health. Most health targets. Let's tell it to focus on progress first. So the farthest along targets with the most health. With the most shield. Oh, okay, so the farthest along. High health. No, wait, that doesn't work. Because they'll still have shield. Most health. I don't know what to make my last. You could, I guess, least health. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I set this to progressed most shield. Now they should kind of work together. This one, you know, I might tell it instead of saying most armor. Yeah, no, let's have it attack things with armor. Okay, we have a lot of gold though. Look at that, 1509. What shall we get? As long as we're spreading out our mana buildings, we should be able to use them all. We just can't have them in the same place. Because we're only generating 6 mana per second, and that's about how much all these, like 1 Tesla coil and 1 Frost Keep uses. This uses 2 mana per second. This uses 7 mana per shot, and it fires at 30 RPM, which I assume is like shots per minute? Which would be 1 shot per 2 seconds, which is 3.5 mana per second. So we're generating a little bit more than we're using. If my calculations are correct, and maths are not my strong suit. I gotta, you know, practice my maths in case we're doing Kerbal Space Program. But we could put another Frost Keep right here. And give it the same instructions. You don't actually need to do math in Kerbal. Are you sure? Because I've been told that you have to do math in Kerbal. Okay, I'm actually looking at this thing's radius. It's hard to see because of all these little pop-up boxes. But Tesla coils need very specific placement because their range sucks. This one, I think its range is like right here. So it's getting the corner as we want to. I will copy pasta. Hi there, Fatal Attraction. You don't have to do math unless you're chasing efficiency. In Kerbal Space Program, Well, that's good to know. I don't like doing the maths. That's not true. I'm just not good at maths. That's not true either. Like, not to toot my own horn or anything, chat, but I tend to be pretty good at anything I try. Because I'm awesome like that. I just traditionally was not very good at math and very demoralized in school. Lex hacks. What are you hacking this time, Lex? Probably something vital to the infrastructure. Lex hacks everything and therefore is good at it as well. JSOG naturally talented. Yes, see? Just you know, some daily confidence here. Confidence injection. Alistair can make the bot do math. You don't have to be good at things when you can hack the things. Rez is bad at everything. That's not true, Reza. That's not true. I've actually been told this like multiple times throughout my life, though, that I'm like a jack of all trades because I just tend to pick things up really quickly. I don't know. It's just how it be. I think it must be the ADHD in me. That's why I have so many interests. I'm trying to decide, in case you're wondering, where to put my last buildings. So, we have 709 gold. I feel like we should mortar it up, because right now I've only got 4 mortars. And these 3 kind of all cover the same area. This one covers here, but, like, this corner is weak. And... well, to be fair, this is, like, where the bulk of all the lanes are. So we could either put down another mortar here. Like this. And just go for, like, full-on mortar. Oh, wait, we have 5 mortars. And that would make mortar number 6. But again, then we have a weak corner over here. You know what? I'm gonna put this here. I like it. I like it there. Whoops. I was trying to hit copy, I promise. That's the second time I did that. You know what I'm not good at, though? Is clicking things. Until the end of my days, I think I'll always be bad at clicking things. And typing. I'm really bad at clicking and typing. See, look at all the shield that still remains. Did I see someone regenerate their health? Nobody's focusing on them. My ballistas do, like, no shield damage. I think they're regenerating their shields faster than they're being damaged. So we gotta rethink our logic here a little bit. The mortars are helping. Mortars go boom. Okay, but I'm putting all the points in shield damage here. Oh, we're out of mana! No! We're out of mana! Tears! Okay, well, at least get this last one.
It is my professional opinion that now is the time to panic!
Like, what's using all the mana right now? It's the Frost Tower. Oh no, I'm going to take more damage. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. You know what, TX? I agree with you. I'm not bad at typing. I'm really good at mistyping. There we go. Aw, thanks, Nalo. Oh wait, you're talking to Reza. Never mind. Yeah, Reza. What Nalo said. Okay, so we took a lot of damage there. I'm not really sure what was eating up all my mana, because the Frost Tower says it uses 2 mana per second, but we were definitely using more than 6 per second. Which I guess could be this. Oh, as it upgrades, it uses more mana per shot. Ah, well, that would be it. Yeah, that's it. For sure. So there's something sneaky here about bleed damage and burn damage. One of them stops enemies from regaining health or shield or armor or something. Let's go with burn damage. First off, mortars are fun. Second, it'll stop something from regenerating. This is a reminder, I know. Yeah, I will do the thing after we lose. The same goes for me? Nah. Definitely Reza. I don't really know what to spend my money on. I feel like, if anything, we need to do a nicer job. Like, first off, this is not targeting the right thing. We should definitely be targeting most shield. Progress, most health. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's a frost keep. Oh no, that was correct. Copy, paste. Progress, most shield, most health. How did I just set that? Most shield, progress, most health? Yeah, let's do that. Set it back to how we had it before. Because enemies with a lot of shield are getting through here. Maybe we should tell these to focus shields as well. Let's tell this most shield, most armor. And this one as well. Most shield, most shield. Since now we do have to worry about shielded enemies. Should we put more ballistas in? Like, we could just make this a whole ballista corner. A corner full of ballistas. They're super weak, so we have to level them up a little. Maybe they should do shield damage. Or armor damage. That was your first check and it was later than you thought. I wasn't expecting to play this game as late as I am, to be quite honest. I was thinking I'd have already swapped a Dwarf Fortress by now. But it turns out I play this a lot slower when I'm talking to chat. Most armor, most health, progress. Since these overlap a little bit with this other lane, I'll have them also focus shields. 252 gold. Nothing else can be afforded. And as such, let's just level it up. Oh, chat, what should we increase? I can tell that they're doing a lot of shieldy things. Because shields were so cheap to upgrade. Oh, guess who's out of money? This streamer with 2 thumbs that you can't see. Hello there, Sleepy Dwagon Man. Hello, hello. Can you even beat this game? Can this game be beat? Maybe I should expand from this direction now. This is 1, 2, 1, 2. It's the same distance. Let's go here. Oh man, this mortar helps from all the way back here. On this lane, that's nice. Oh yeah, flame damage. So is the flame stopping them from regenerating? It's really hard to see. I don't know. The shield still got through. It can be beaten. Okay, yeah, does this stop? It looks like they're instantly losing the flame damage with the shields. This does not seem to be working how I thought. This might be the end. I'm just dumping points and shield damage right this second. Nope! Not my tower! Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. 2 HP. Okay, we're dead. It's game over. My tower has been inundated with enemies and I've lost! You're on wave 45? Oh, is wave 45 the end? Okay. Well, I would actually like to see our stats. So the ballista was 50% of our damage to shields. Bleeding prevents healing. Fire prevents armor regen. Poison shields, poison, right. Damage goes down with time. Sounds like words. It does sound like words, doesn't it? The mortar did a ton of damage to armor. So, like, once again, shield is where I was defeated. 48% of our total damage was in ballistas. So, like, the Frost Keep, I have mixed feelings about because it just doesn't really deal that much damage. Although, then I look at the Tesla coil and realize this doesn't deal that much damage either. I just didn't have enough mana to run it. I think that was half my issue. We were just constantly out of mana. It should have been the one that was ripping through shields. But okie dokie. Let's do our upgrades real quick. We have 290 experience to spend. So we could have enemies drop additional gold when they die, or begin the game with extra gold. That could be nice. Or we could go with sorcery so we can generate an additional mana per second. What else? What else? So the Tesla coil. Good versus shields, weak versus armor. All Tesla coils deal an additional 25% bleed damage. It's not the frost killing the mobs, it's the mobs being around a heap of other damaging towers for longer. Yeah. 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 I probably should have doubled up on damage in those sections. We probably just should have built a bunch of mortars, now that I think about it. These appear to be permanent upgrades. So they are permanently +1 damage to health, better bolts. It's pretty pricey though. And the reason why I want to buy the cheap upgrades right now is because I need to unlock as many cards as possible. And so these are upgrades that you can draw during battle. There's the yellow cards, which are upgrade cards, drawn randomly during each game, and then there's permanent upgrades that you have no matter what. So draw frequency are 2 cards that I really need to unlock. Because right now I believe we're drawing every 3 rounds. Every 2 rounds is already way better than every 3, but then we could do it every round. Yeah, we have to unlock more chat upgrades, so chat can be better at words. Get good, chat. So I'm grabbing all the 15 experience cards. Ooh, a vampire lair. Uses mana to damage enemies in a large area who dare approach such a lair. I'm very curious, but I don't have enough experience. Draw frequency! Yay! So there's no way that we're reaching draw frequency 2, so it might be good to grab some of these other things. Start with extra gold, enemies drop extra monies. Alright, and if we have anything worth 15 experience, I can buy that too. There was an option between White Phosphorus 3 or Infection 3 or Corrosion 3. That's the Poison Sprayer. Or the Flamethrower, which deals damage weak against shields. It's a shield damage upgrade. Weak against armor. Yeah, let's just get Infection 3. Okay.